And we are live back again with your boys from Unapologetically Male. This your host, Maximilian, aka Max. And I got my co-host with me again.
There's Lando back in the building. We about to chop it up for another session.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And this one, we got this dude. This one's properly titled Pastor Simp because we came across this little clip of a pastor. No disrespect, but pastors do what they do. But what he had to say on this televised TV show touched the nerve with us people in the what you call the MGTOW community. And so what I want to do is I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip, and then we're gonna discuss uh, what he hit on and what nerves he kind of pinched. So let's play that clip right now. Take a listen.
The church is in third place, I'll be fine.
Yes. Pastor, speaking of dating, I'm a single lady on the panel, and I know that you counsel a lot of singles. Talk to me real quickly about what are the couple things that you want a single woman to do while she's out in these streets dating?
Well, I think first of all, from a Christian perspective, the Bible says he that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor.
Yes, sir.
I think women need to realize they are the favor factor.
Yes, sir.
Which means if you are the favor, why would you chase the one who needs the favor?
Come on now, yes.
If you're the favor, make the person that needs it chase you.
Yes,
you're
sir.
the one that has the value. You're
Yes,
the one
sir.
that carries all the cards. And so if you properly position yourself, then the person who understands they need you should come running after you. See, and
Properly position.
properly positioned.
Properly
And
position.
so, and then a man should have a mission. Because
Somebody touch
a
the
man
green.
talk about submit, but
Somebody
how can
touch
you
the
sub
green.
if there's no mission?
Yes.
So a
I
man
gotta
should
go.
present a mission
Come on,
so
Lord.
that the woman can expand the vision.
Yes,
The power of
Pastor.
a woman is the power of multiplication. What a man gives in concentrated form, a woman can produce excellently, most unbelievably, exponentially. I gave my wife a house, she made it a home. I gave her groceries, she made it.
Yes.
I gave her a seed, she gave me a
Yes.
soul. That's the power of a woman. And so women can do what a man could never do. That's why God gave a woman to a man.
Y'all let it cry.
Alone.
I can't take it.
I don't know what I'm gonna do out here.
Come on now.
Because it's
Okay. It's very hard to stomach and stand listening to these cackling females.
I was just about to say it's one of the most disgusting sermons, whatever you want to call it. I mean, this is why men don't go to church all like that no more.
Man, they kept interrupting every few seconds.
Mhm.
It was ridiculous to even just listen to, first of all, just to listen to his point of view. And then second of all, just to hear them cackling over the top of his voice. It's just,
I mean, seriously, it's like the reason. This is just my opinion, but it's like if you're a man and you go to church, why would you want to pay the cover charge, meaning tithes, to listen to some dude talk junk to you every Sunday?
man. And
You know what I mean? And just pretty much emasculate you,
yeah,
and to the point to where you get brainwashed and agreeing with every woman in the house in the name of Jesus.
right.
It's just, oh man. I mean,
Man, so the whole thing about the woman being the one who's the one holding the cards and the value,
oh,
absolutely ridiculous. I mean,
it's ludicrous.
it is, and how, I mean, what is a man then if she's the one that multiplies everything? What is he? Is he just worthless? I mean, that make no sense. Like he gives a house and she makes a home. So you're saying every man that has his own home, he just does not have a house at all. He's nothing unless the woman is in there. Like I think that's absolutely absurd.
Yeah, I mean, last time I checked, Adam named all the animals and every living creature on earth by himself before Eve was even a thought.
Right. Oh man. So I'm gonna play. I rewinded it, and I want to play back some of the stuff that he's saying, and so we can touch on it, one piece at a time, and just dissect this whole thing.
Let's tear
run it
this
again.
down.
Yeah, let's run it again.
And I know that you counsel a lot of singles. Talk to me real quickly about what are the couple things that you want a single woman to do while she's out.
First of all, the woman who's talking, she's already past wall. So
Mm-hmm.
there ain't a whole lot of options for her to begin with. Granted, she's on a TV show. She might still be able to find a decent dude, you know what I'm saying? But she's past the wall. So those women out there who don't have a television show, they're already starting a little bit further behind this woman. And it's
Oh yeah.
her
I mean, you
hair
can
is
definitely watch this clip. The link should be in the description box, so you can
yeah.
definitely see for
If you don't
yourself.
see it, I'll add it in. I'm gonna put the description in before this video closes out. But you guys should watch the clip, and you can see the woman who asked this question. Her hair is first of all, hair is atrocious, and
Oh,
she's
'cause it's not hers.
yeah, right. So let me go ahead and continue on.
These streets.
Well, I think first of all, from a Christian perspective, the Bible says, "He that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor."
Okay, so he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Okay, so I want to I don't know which part that is in the Bible or where that is in the Bible, but I want to
I'm familiar with that. And he
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
finds a wife finds a good thing and favor with the Lord. Well,
Yeah.
if that's the case, then why are so many men suffering?
No kidding.
Seriously.
And it's not that the men who are suffering are all married to non-Christian women or non-religious women. It's even as it's just as worse in the community, the religious community. Like they're still
Oh yeah, because they're
same.
entitled.
Yeah, it's just the same. And my other thing is too is like throughout the Bible, uh there are a lot of stories of women, just treacherous women. I want to touch on before we head out. I want to touch on uh, First Corinthians chapter 7, verses 25 through 38. So you men out there, even if you're not religious, take a Google search, and you want to go to First Corinthians chapter 7, and you want to start with verse 25 and go to verse 38. I'm gonna read a little bit of that right now. It's a section called concerning the unmarried. So verse 28 says, "Now about virgins, I have no command from the Lord, but I give you judgment as one who by the Lord's mercy is trustworthy. Because of the present crisis, I think that it is good for a man to remain as he is. Are you pledged to a woman? Do not seek to be released. Are you free from such a commitment? Do not look for a wife. But if you do marry, have not sinned, and if a virgin marries, she has not sinned. But those who marry will face many troubles in this life, and I want to spare you of this." I don't know about you, but that sounds like the Bible doesn't want you to get married.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It wants to spare you of these troubles. Like, come on, man.
Yep.
You
Yo,
know,
check this out.
yeah,
I'm familiar with that. That's the Apostle Paul talking.
yeah.
And he's basically saying, I have no command from the Lord. That means God didn't want to speak on this.
Right.
He was like, I ain't in the middle of this.
Like I ain't got nothing. No, I got nothing.
But Paul proceeded to give his opinion, and he's
Yeah.
basically saying that marriage is just a burden.
Yeah. Oh man.
He wants to spare people from it.
Yeah. And let me skip a little bit to verse 32. Like I said, I'm not a a zealot on religion or anything like that.
But it pays to know the stuff. That way you
Yeah. And they when you go to church, they don't actually touch on this aspect of marriage. It's always the more of the glory part of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
they won't touch on it because it's not going to make them any money to tell people the truth.
yeah. But let me skip to verse 32. Verse 32 says, "I would like you to be free from concern. An unmarried man is concerned about the Lord's affairs, how he can please the Lord. But a married man is concerned about the affairs of this world, how he can please his wife. and his interests are divided. An unmarried woman or virgin is concerned about the Lord's affairs. Her aim is to be devoted to the Lord in both body and spirit, but a married man, or I'm sorry, a married woman is concerned about the affairs of this world, how she can please her husband. I am saying this for your own good, not to restrict you, but that you may live in a right way in undivided devotion to the Lord. Again, so again, that speaks volumes saying that
He's speaking against marriage.
yeah, it's speaking against marriage. Like that don't even make any sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Well, I mean, his focus is, he's basically saying be focused on the things of the Lord.
yeah.
But, he is really making it emphatically clear that marriage is bad because
Right.
it's gonna imbalance your life.
Yeah, exactly.
He's basically saying if you're a married man or a married woman, you're going to be concerned about all of life's troubles and trying to please your spouse.
Yes.
And that can be a burden.
Exactly.
Since, human nature is to gratify oneself.
Exactly. And and skipping to the last verse that I said, so verse 25 through 38. I'm gonna skip down to 38, and it says, so then he who marries the virgin does right, but he who does not marry her does better.
Oh man, I wish I had known that a long time ago.
Right. I mean, like Corinthians was coming real with it. They was like, dude, don't get married. That's basically like it just sums everything. It's just don't get married.
Yeah.
You just don't hear that coming from the pulpit. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. Let's go ahead and skip a little further on and see what else.
That's some deep stuff right there, man.
Right.
Man.
Let me play further.
Yes, sir.
I think we need to realize they are the favor factor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're the favor factor. Based on what? What makes the woman the favor factor? That's my question. Like,
yeah, I'm outside of sex and children. There's nothing else.
Right. Outside of bearing the actual child, like, does that trump everything? Like, I'm confused. Like, is that supposed to be the be all end all?
I mean, yeah, it should.
Once that child is born,
there's a responsibility to bringing forth children.
Yeah, I mean, once that child is born, it has to be protected.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it like this: animals can give birth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, what's the big deal? I don't see how it's extraordinary. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And like I said before, it's a responsibility to bring children into the world. So what if a woman brings a child into the world? Is she going to take up the responsibility of being an honorable parent to that child?
Not always the case.
Or is she just going to go off the coattails of I got kids?
Right. It's not always the case. Like today's women are well, I don't even know about it if it's being as today's women, but women right now they're doing a lot of nannying. You know what I'm saying? You see them, taking care of their kids like they used to do in the back in the day. So
yeah, parents don't even bond with their kids.
No,
which is sad. It's like kids are born and then they're just managed, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly. And I try my best to bond with my sons all the time. Like
I firmly believe that fathers are the ones that nurture family, or even the concept of family.
Right.
I don't think women have like a deep ingrained concept of family. You know what I'm saying?
Right. All right. So we're gonna continue on.
If you are the favor, why would you chase the one who needs the favor?
Come on now, yes.
If you're the favor, make the person that needs it chase you.
Yes,
you're the one that has the value. You're the one that carries all the cards.
That whole section just screamed narcissism to me.
It did.
Like it just like the woman will hear that and take that to the bank. Like
Yeah, it was a
narcissism.
combination of narcissism, solipsism,
Mm-hmm.
and just nonsense. Really, I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing that pastors do in these day and age. They say stuff that sounds good and makes women feel good, and then if they garner an emotional response, and that
Mm-hmm.
becomes their reality because of how it makes them feel.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, if a woman is holding all her cards, what cards is she holding? And don't say education because
Right.
that doesn't benefit anybody else. You know what I mean?
Right.
I get tired of like when I talk to women, I ask them, what do they got going? What do they bringing to the table? Well, I'm educated. Okay, how is your bum degree going to help me do anything? Or, how is your degree going to make me a better man than I already am?
Right. And like I said, that's just I mean, he doesn't touch on anything when it comes to what the man is bringing to the table, which a woman always and for the most part seeks men that are higher status than they are. So he's saying that the woman is holding all the cards, yet female nature is to seek provisioning from a man who's greater than they are. So
I'll tell you what the cards
how
of
can you be holding all the cards and at the same time finding a man that's better than you?
right.
Like that don't make no sense to me.
It's really dumb because his whole premise was basically talking about positioning telling the woman to position themselves to make a man with a purpose chase them. How does that make sense? If a man has actualization and has a direction, what makes her think he's going to change directions to chase her?
Right. It doesn't make sense at all, you know. And I like, if someone's out there that can explain it better to us MGTOW men, hey, go for it. You drop
Yeah,
stuff in
yeah.
the comments. I'll,
I'm
I'm
not claiming to know everything, but yeah,
yeah,
please enlighten me. Like, so
happily to debate you.
if I'm on the verge of building a legacy behind, finding a new uh periodic element to add to the periodic table, and then some
Mhm.
woman comes along, what makes her think that I'm gonna like redirect my focus from making history to chasing her behind while she playing hard to get?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. And he did say the woman positions herself, but he just glances over there. It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
what does that mean?
what you mean by positioning herself?
What yeah, he never once told those women because she specifically asked, "What do single women have to do?" He never once
Mhm.
told them anything on what
No.
they actually have to do. Because the
No.
thing is, if you tell a woman what she has to do, that means she has to be accountable to some sort of action.
Yeah. And
And
his
he didn't give them anything.
Yeah, she asked a specific question about what the female has to do, and he basically told them nothing.
Yeah, he
You
just
don't
he
have to
just
do anything.
deflected and tickled their ears. That's
Yeah,
all. That's all he did.
you don't have to do anything. Like really, really, that's how powerful the woman is.
And I'm thinking that it's a defensive move on his part because if he's
Hmm.
honest, he's going to have to tell those women unflattering things if they want to
Hmm.
find a man of purpose.
Yes,
You
exactly.
know, because
And
the first thing a woman actually has to do if she wants a man that's really going to be down for her and have a direction in life, first thing she's going to have to do is shut up.
so true, so true. And
Just don't talk.
man, seriously, and for the listening audience out there, this pastor is sitting amongst four women on a panel, so he is best to not rock the boat. So he has a different of a bit of a bias when it comes to answering
Oh
these.
yeah, because he's talking to his base,
Yeah.
and and the thing is too, when it comes to pandering to women like that, he kind of has to do it, or else, he ain't gonna have a job no more.
Yeah.
And he's right about one thing: women hold all the cards, but I'll tell you what they hold all the cards for: destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be financial, legal, professional,
Mm-hmm.
women hold all the cards to be able to really mess you up.
Yeah. Absolutely.
With impunity.
Right.
You know how people all up in arms about the stand your ground thing going on in Florida?
Yeah.
Women have always had that same type of thing when it comes to the social environment and relationships.
That's true. That is true.
A woman feels some type of way, then she is, by social law, entitled to pretty much shoot you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. All right. Let me continue on.
So if you properly position yourself, then the person who understands they need you should come running after you. See, and
Properly.
Okay, so he said to properly position yourself and the person who needs you. So is that the whole I don't need a man kind of like, is that a different way of saying I don't need a man?
It sounds like he's trying to say that men need women
More than women need men. I mean,
right. And
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't think that's the case at all, because
absolutely not.
one, men were here first. Two, and if it wasn't for men, society would be living in mud huts still.
It'd crumble. Like society would crumble.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, who builds the roads?
You know what? If I could,
Builds the bridges.
If I could, I would like turn to all the feminists and all the entitled women that got their nose up in the air. I'd be like, oh, you think you can do everything and you don't need no man? Fine. Here's your own country, and with all the resources you would need to kind of get started, have at it. Let's see how many years you last with no male.
Go build homes, lay down the foundations, work out in that sweat and heat. Go get you the jobs where 90%, what is it, like 98% of work fatality.
Yeah.
And go ahead and get you those positions where you're gonna die. And go right ahead. All right, so continue on.
Properly positioned.
Properly positioned.
And then a man should have a mission, because a man talk about submit. Somebody touch you sub if there's no mission.
Yes.
So a man should present a mission.
Come on, Lord.
So that the woman can expand the vision.
Yes, Pastor.
Okay, man. So have a mission, which every real man should have a mission.
Mm-hmm.
Mission.
I've never seen a woman really expand on some grand idea that a man came up with.
Right. So, but his mission should not. How can I say this? His mission should not be made or broken by a woman.
Exactly.
His mission should be the mission. Like,
he makes it sound like a man has no direction without a woman.
Right. Right. So she's supposed to come along and complement the mission, not make or break that mission. Like that, that if you want a real man, he's gonna have the vision, he's gonna have the mission. And if you ain't riding with it, you ain't the woman. Like you ain't a real woman.
It's like if a man comes along, if a man crosses a woman's path and it's just evident that this man is about his business. If she is not about his business too, she gets left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank. I tell, whenever I interact with women, I tell them I'm not just a trip. I'm a journey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it's up to you if you want to stay along for this ride.
Right.
I won't have no hurt feelings if I got to say bye.
No love, no found, no love lost.
Oh yeah.
All right, here we go.
I mean, my hobby is pretty much trend setting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What I mean by trend setting is just I'm always thinking of innovative things. You know what I mean?
Right.
To do that hasn't been done yet. That's how I think.
Gotcha.
But you ask a woman, what's always in the forefront of her mind. It's what's new in fashion, entertainment, A bunch of shit that doesn't matter and doesn't produce anything.
No, they don't. They don't typically get involved in a whole lot of politics. They usually follow their man's political beliefs,
Right.
stuff like that.
They don't focus on any level of philosophy.
Right. No, I mean,
and if they do, what they're doing is parroting ideas that came from men.
Yeah, I mean, is there
ideas that are not even their own?
Is there a great female philosopher? I mean, I don't know.
There are a couple of female philosophers. They're out there, but it's like I said, it's like, where are they getting their ideas from? Are they pondering on ideas that have already been thought of, or are they actually bringing new discussion to the table? That's the big difference.
But I'll have to do some research in that. I'll have to check that out, see if that's actually the case. All right, so we're gonna continue on with the rest of this clip. See.
Gives in concentrated form a woman can produce excellently, most unbelievably, exponentially. I gave my wife a house, she made it a home. I gave her groceries, she make it dinner. I gave her a seed, she gave me a son.
All right, so aside from that last part, I gave her a seed, she gave me a son, and can do everything else that he just said. He got a house, he can make it a home himself.
Yep.
He got groceries, he can cook dinner himself. Like, what's left? Like, she's cooking dinner because he don't want to cook dinner anymore. Like, I mean,
most of what I heard is
he's talking about multiplying exponentially, extravagantly. I don't know, whatever big words he's trying to pull out of his.
He was just tickling their ears. I mean, it's like, you give a woman a house, she'll make it a home. In what way?
Right.
I mean, seriously, it sounds good, but you explain. You know what I mean? How is she going to make it a home? Is she going to keep it clean?
Yeah.
I mean, no, these are serious questions. I'm not trying to be
right. And you know what's the thing is that,
is she going to add value to the home in some way? You know,
and the thing is that feminism has come by and said, y'all don't have to be the homemakers. You don't have to be, you know what I'm saying, stuck in these traditional roles of being the one that cleans and cooks. And I was like, okay, so if she's making a house a home, like you said, what does that mean? Is she cooking and cleaning? Or is she going against, is she going against the feminism and saying that, okay, I have a career too, so she's not cooking and cleaning and we should do half of it? Like, like, what do I need you for then if I'm the one doing half of the work and I'm making more money than you?
I think women need to really focus on the value in playing their position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like, when a woman is seasoned and she gets good at doing what she's designed to do, the same way men do what they're designed to do, that's when amazing things happen.
Yes, exactly. But you see what you see today, though, is you see the men being held accountable for their traditional gender roles, and the women are not being held accountable for traditional gender roles because feminism is telling them they don't have to be that. So they still want us to be traditional while they get to be liberated from that.
And the ironic thing is, when they get liberated from that, they're even more unhappy than they first were.
Exactly. It's the statistics are showing, the data is showing that women are more unhappy today than they were in the 50s, 60s, 70s. It's ridiculous. All right, so let's finish up this clip. I think this is about the end of it.
That's the power of a woman. And so women can do what a man could never do. That's why God gave a woman to a man.
I'm about to cry. I can't take it.
So women can do what a man can never do. Again, there's
only one thing that women can do that men can never do, and that's give birth.
Yeah, and that just screams, like I said, it just screams narcissism to me. Like, pedalizing the woman to an extent that she thinks she is, God's gift to the earth, and walks, she walks on rose petals and she breathes sweet roses or some crap. You know, it's ridiculous. Like the amount of treachery that women of today and even in the past that it just been suppressed in the past, but
Hmm.
it's been there. You know what I'm saying? It's always been there, and feminism has unleashed the beast, basically.
Oh yeah, yeah. Feminism basically said, give in to your most instinctual desires.
Mm-hmm.
And what it is self gratification and
Mm-hmm.
throwing tantrums when they don't get what they want.
That is true. That is true.
It's a regression to childhood, really.
Right. Right. You know, they say women mature faster than men, but I think they stop maturing at a certain age.
Women mature faster than men physically, not mentally.
True that.
I mean, because it's like, I can recall back to, before I went through puberty, you know, the young girls were interested in doing things that never crossed the young boys' minds.
Mm.
You know what I mean? The idea
Yeah.
of, well, quote unquote cooties
Yeah.
and finding it disgusting when a girl kisses you is because the girl is already interested in making physical contact. You know what I mean? While the boys are still thinking about nothing but GI Joes and Ninja Turtles.
Right. Right.
So women definitely mature faster than men physically. Mentally, they remain children indefinitely. The only difference is once they get out of childhood, that's when the restraint and the discipline stops for a woman. And now she has free reign to just live life based on her emotions.
I hear you on that, man. I hear you on that. Yeah. So just want to wrap this up, gentlemen. If you come across this video, like I said, I'm gonna put the link in the description. Watch it for yourself. If you have some thoughts on it, you know what I'm saying, like, subscribe, comment below. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you feel. And again, it's your boy Maximilian, aka Max, and I got my co-host with me.
There's Lando signing off.
Signing off. Peace.